I have been every voice.
You are the chosen one! Anakin! Anakin!
This is where the fun begins.
Inside your head.
Hello my dear friends and welcome back to another Star Wars news update. In today's video we're going to be talking about the Book of Boba Fett, May the 4th and more. As always my dear Megalorians, before I dive into the news, please may I ask you to hit that big red subscribe button if you've not done so, and also be sure to give that bell a good old tickle to be alerted each and every time that I post new content. So without much further ado and without any more jibber jabber, let's dive straight into it. We start with the Book of Boba Fett. The visual effects for the show are going to come from Oscar-winning Scott Fisher. As of 2 days ago, the Book of Boba Fett has finished shooting and moved into post-production. We've now learnt through discussing film that VFX on the Book of Boba are going to be handled by Scott Fisher. Interestingly enough, Scott Fisher just won an Oscar for his work on Tenet, so the VFX are in good hands. And this is the tweet from discussing film that talks about it. Now on the subject of the Book of Boba, it's expected that we're going to get a trailer by the summer. Hopefully it'll be sooner though. The Book of Boba Fett remains a little bit of a mystery as to what to expect. It's believed that the show is going to be 8 episodes long. When it comes to plot details, surprisingly for a Star Wars project, this one has had little to no leaks. Just a bunch of speculation and rumours. No set photos, no leaked casting other than a rumour that Pedro Pascal will show up, as well as other characters from The Mandalorian. There was another rumour stating that a rival gang member called Hammerhead would also appear in an episode. It's believed that this character is going to be an Ithorian. There's even a surprising lack of 4chan and Reddit leaks as well. I guess the main takeaway from this article is that the VFX are in very good hands because Scott Fisher is an amazing artist. So now my dear friends, we're going to move on and talk about May the 4th. It's only 3 days away and obviously we have the Bad Batch, but it's also expected that we're going to get some big announcements. Some people have speculated that we might get a teaser for Star Wars Visions, but it's also possible that we might get our first look at the Book of Boba Fett, or even a poster or photos for Obi-Wan Kenobi. To be honest, I'm keeping my expectations very low this year and I would recommend that you do the same so that you're not disappointed if we don't get anything, but if we do get something then it's going to be a big surprise. We know that Star Wars are doing big promotions for merch and all of that, but hopefully we get something exciting for upcoming content. Speaking of May the 4th, the other day I put out a video which talked about the poster for May the 4th Star Wars Celebration and I stated that there were no sequel trilogy characters and that was very interesting. Well, it turns out, as people pointed out on Reddit, that that was not the full image and the full poster does indeed include characters from the sequels. I also want to state, if you go to Disney Plus, there is a promotional commissioned piece of art for May the 4th. And as you can see on the bottom right hand side, we have Rey Skywalker or Rey Palpatine, whatever you want to call her. You have BB-8, old Luke and old Leia, all from the sequels, and in the middle you have Rose Tico, you've got Finn, you've got Poe Dameron, you've got old Han Solo from The Force Awakens, you've got Lando Calrissian looking like he did in The Rise of Skywalker. So yeah, they've gone pretty sequels heavy on this. So for all of you Star Wars fans who are excited that they weren't acknowledging the sequels this year, it turns out that they are. So it was a false alarm. I guess my only disappointment is that we haven't had any Mando promotionals for this year. I do hope they do come out with a Mandalorian poster or something to that extent. So now my dear Megalorians, we're going to be talking about Boba Fett in the context of War of the Bounty Hunters. A new preview for Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters events has been released from Marvel Comics, seeing Boba Fett fighting to keep Han Solo alive in his carbonite prison just after the Empire Strikes Back. As we know, this comic series works as a precursor to the Book of Boba Fett and tackles the issues that happened between episodes 5 and 6. Apparently, Boba Fett was unable to venture straight from Cloud City to deliver Solo to Jabba the Hutt on Tatooine. While new prospects and personal vendettas pulled Fett's focus initially, complications have arisen with Solo, which will force Fett to seek a solution, as Jabba was very clear: Han Solo must be alive for payment. StarWars.com have released a new preview for Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha No. 1, coming from writer Charles Soule and artist Steve McNiven, and it will see Boba Fett reporting to Jabba the Hutt's right-hand man Bib Fortuna, informing him that he's on his way to Tatooine with Solo. However, Boba Fett then notices something wrong with the integrity of the smuggler's carbonite prison, forcing him to make a stop on Nar Shaddaa. This could very well be Fett's first mistake in this prologue for Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters. And here is the synopsis. The Star Wars comic event you've been waiting for. The notorious bounty hunter Boba Fett has finally landed his greatest prize, Han Solo, frozen in carbonite for easy transport. Fett will bring the smuggler on Tatooine to collect the massive bounty placed on Solo's head by the fearsome crime lord Jabba the Hutt. Sounds easy, what could go wrong? So do look out for that one. So my friends, before we move on to the Bad Batch, I do just want to point out that I am going to be doing interviews on my channel from actors who are in the Mandalorian and the Star Wars universe in general. I did my first one yesterday, and you can expect that to come out soon. If you're a patron, you already have access to it, so do consider becoming a patron. And now finally, we're going to talk about the Bad Batch. There is a new promotional trailer, very similar to the previous ones. It's more like a TV spot, and it does have some new footage. So we're going to be taking a look at that now before the end of the video. Just 3 more days till the premiere, and as always, I will be doing breakdowns as well as giving you my analysis on everything we see.
I was wondering when you guys would come back.
You know who we are.
You're Clone Force 99.
5 enhanced clones. More capable than an army. How perceptive. All right, boys. Let's suit up.
How can I help?
A test is in order. 5 enhanced clones. More capable than an army. Yet they exhibit a concerning level of disobedience and disregard for orders.
What else you got? Give me more!
We do what we do. Strap in, kid.
So that, my friends, brings us to the end of this news update. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, do all of that good stuff down below, and also don't forget what I'm doing for May the 4th. To celebrate Star Wars Day, brand new t-shirts are coming to my merch store. From now until the end of May, you get 20% off the entire store by using code SWM20. If you are, or if you become a patron, you get a further 30% off, which means 50% off the entire store. With a whole new range of Mandalorian t-shirts and many more on the way, don't miss out. All you have to do is follow the link in the description and simply use the code SWM20 at checkout. I'm Star Wars Meg, wishing you all a phenomenal rest of the day, no matter where you dwell in the galaxy. Have a good one.